welcome to Leave Me Alone. I'm working on it. I'm Cassie J.
I'm all right. I'm just kind of trying to check if I have a mirror, something. Check out there's no food on my teeth because I was just eating just now.
Let me see. You're fine. I think you're okay.
Good.
You're okay.
But everyone needs friends who will tell them when they've got like spinach in their teeth. You know?
Man, okay, but like, would you... So the other day, I told my big boss that he had spinach in his teeth.
That's a good thing.
I think so too.
Because were you guys not like in a meeting?
He was literally about to go on TV to do some...
No, man. You literally were doing your job.
No, I 100% know that I was doing my job, but the people around me were just like, oh my gosh, you just told so-and-so that he has stuff in his teeth. And I was like, he's about to go on like
would it have been better for him to see himself on TV with spinach in his teeth?
I don't think they were saying don't do it, but they were just like, oh my gosh, you just told him just like that. And I was like,
as opposed...
That's what I said. I was like, as opposed to what? I just found their reaction very strange. I found their reaction...
Oh my God. Dami showed me this thing. No, Dami was watching it. No. What? I don't know how I saw this thing. This woman made a video. She was wearing white pants. You know where I'm going with this.
Oh no.
She's wearing white pants.
Oh no.
And she had... There's a name for it. I can't remember now. There's a new name for it because when we were growing up, it didn't have a name. But she had a period stain on the back of her pants. And she said she felt she'd been everywhere that day. And she said she felt like it had been there a really long time and nobody said anything to her. And I was like, that's not possible. That's not possible. That is not possible. Because I'm like, no woman saw you and said... Because I know we'll do it codedly, because I know I would, because I don't want to make you feel embarrassed or anything.
Yeah.
But I'd walk up to you and be like, hi, don't panic, don't freak out. But maybe you might need to use a bathroom. Do you have a shirt or something? And I'm like, you're stained. That's what I would say. I'm like, I don't need to know you. I don't care who you are, but you're wearing white pants and you've got period blood on there. I would tell you. And you know I'm not the kind of hunt to walk up to a random person and be like, I'm getting all up in your business. But this one... And she said she'd been everywhere, gone on errands, and nobody said anything. I was like, girl, either you're doing this for clicks or the people around you just like don't like you. Like you have been so bad in the neighborhood that they're like, yeah, let her walk around like that. Because how is it possible?
Can I just say something here? I think it is entirely possible. I'll tell you why. I found myself down a YouTube rabbit hole the other day.
Hectic. That's not a good place to be.
You know how you're watching it, you start with intention and then you see something and you're like, oh, that looks interesting. Yep. Oh, that looks interesting. Yep. And the next thing you know, you're watching like car crash accidents in Russia. Like this is genuinely what happened to me. Like top 10 car crash accidents. And literally it was just like, it's horrible because it's a car crash, but you can't look away. But anyway, this is what I find myself watching. But one of the things that I noticed is that in almost every single car accident, people drove past. Nobody stopped to check and or pull over to call an ambulance. Like there's one accident that I saw. The car that she drove, flipped. These two people were walking. So not even in a car, which you have to logistically find somewhere to put before you get out. They were walking. This car flipped, boom, 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 smack, bang, landed upside down. These two people looked back like this and then went, yo.
What?
And carried on walking. So what I'm saying is, I can believe it. I can believe that in this day and age, as sad as it is that nobody... And I can also believe that someone snapped a pic.
Yes. And someone has put that thing online. Yes,
and
I can believe that. Put it online
or put it in a WhatsApp group.
In a WhatsApp group.
Or a group chat or whatever to be like... And literally I'll be like, oh, shame, this girl doesn't know that she has...
Tell her!
Like,
oh my God!
In this day and age, it makes perfect sense to me that
it's so wrong. I was just like, how have you been walking around like this all day and no one said anything to you. It's a different thing if someone says something to you and you're like, oh, well, it can't be helped, and you carry on. That's a choice you're making, but that you didn't know and you were just out. First of all, why are you wearing white pants? This is an accident waiting to happen. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Especially when you know that the people
look really good.
No, when you're on your period, they don't. Wear it the remaining, I don't know, 24 days in the month.
Maybe she just started. She didn't know
she didn't just start. She, from the video, she didn't just start. She was like, this was a decision she'd made, but she thought that she had prepped for it, I think.
Girl. Okay. Look, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
No, the people who should have helped her are the people who saw it and did nothing.
Yeah.
Look, I was
at an event the other day. We were hosting it, and there was a couple of like big literally one of the ministers for one of the departments was there, and his whole team, and someone from the office of the president was also there. Anyway, this girl from the office of the president, very high up, she arrived. She was wearing white as well, and she looked stunning. No, but she looked stunning. She looked so beautiful. I was just like, 10 out of 10, you look great. But then when it was time for her to speak, she went up on stage and the stage lights caught her from behind. And you could see was the outline of her underwear.
Oh, her underwear. That's fine. As far as it wasn't like the outline of her pad or of her...
Her skirt was like...
What color
in the lights?
Was she wearing black underwear?
She was wearing white underwear.
Okay, yeah.
And also she did it. Like,
but
why?
What is your take on the panty line though? Because I thought that's what this was.
No, this was not a panty line. This is we can see your butt cheeks and your G-string. Like we can see. Okay. And I was just like, oh no. And even the minister did a little. Like, and I was just like,
a little deliver me from temptation, Bao.
This is so, no, it was definitely not delivering from temptation. This was like like
a cringy moment.
Yeah. And it was bad, and everybody noticed.
Wait, what was she wearing? A skirt?
She was wearing a skirt. Yeah. She was
wearing what? A white shirt.
And a white shirt. She was wearing all white. Yeah. She should have been wearing like a line of they should have been lining on her skirt or something. I don't know, but there wasn't.
See, this is where my Nigerian upbringing comes in, because we are all raised, and I know our moms are from a different generation, but we're raised to never, you can't wear a skirt without wearing tights underneath
There you go.
It's faux pas. We don't do it.
My mom as well. Like, would never.
You just don't do it. If you're going to wear a skirt, you got to wear some, and my mom is the most dramatic hun. Her reason for why you must wear tights or something underneath it, it's not even because it might be transparent or see-through or something. She'll go, what if something happens and the skirt gets caught on a nail and it tears? I'm like, in the history of your existence, when has this ever happened? But like, it's grilled in you that if you're wearing a skirt, you need like some sort of extra protection underneath it. And so you just... But anyway.
So now we all have this like super cringe moment where we're just like, oh, this is so bad. But, and there's also, please note, there's like 200 people in the room. It's just not a good time. Anyway, so in the break, because she's getting up to go and speak again, I know she's getting up to go and speak again because I'm getting up to go speak with her. I pull her I was like, girl, we need to go to the bathroom right now. Like, we need to go to the bathroom. And I explained to her, I was like, we could all see you. And she was like, no. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, how are we going to fix this? I said, you got to go commando. You've got to just take your underwear off.
Because
if you take your underwear off, then no one will, then it's just, we can see. Like, it's like there's nothing there, right? And she was like, gosh, okay, so this is us in the bathroom. Well, I didn't need to help her, but she took her underwear off. And and then when she went up, it was okay, right? But again, I'm just saying, like, it makes perfect sense to me that no one told the girl in the white pants that that's
the height of cruelty.
Yeah.
But you still haven't asked on my other question. I was like, what's your take on the panty line? Because I used to be a big a big no panty line person, and so I'd buy like the seamless things, or I hate a G-string. I'd do a thong instead. But either ways, I would do that. And then I remember that scene on The Diplomat, because everything comes back to The Diplomat.
Oh
that
my
scene
gosh,
where
my favorite.
Billy, I have developed this newfound, I mean, I always did love her, but it's just gone so much deeper. I just love Billy.
Billy
just
Appiah?
love her so much.
Tell me more.
She's stunning. I like how she carries herself. I like how she acts. I like how she's almost never paying attention and will still give you the spiciest comeback. She's like always typing or writing or something, and yet, I just like her aura, her essence. I want to be her. I really like her. I don't know. And she's just stunning. And especially this season 3, some of the outfits. Ooh. There was this one with those boots.
She brought it this season. Man, she did. She brought it this season.
But I was remembering that scene where she was talking about Madam Vice President and how her team doesn't want to see panty lines, but Madam Vice President does not want to wear thongs, and so they must agree on how many days a week.
How many days a week she will wear ass floss.
That was funny.
Honestly, the writing on that show.
The writing is so good.
Is next freaking level.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. But yeah,
now I'm just like, why? So it's a thing. It's always been a thing, and I'm like, why is it a thing? Because like, everyone knows we are wearing panties, Why is it such a faux pas to not be seen?
That's where my head is at, where I'm just like, well, what do you like? And this is just the beauty industry in general for women. You're never gonna be enough. So now you must dress up in really uncomfortable things, the G-string, the thong, so that everybody else is comfortable that they can't see your panty line.
But why does it make them uncomfortable is the thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you making this my problem? Like, why? But yeah, anyway, that's it. My thoughts on panty lines are every day. I don't know why I'm looking at your ass and I'm conscious of your panty lines. If I'm like really dressing up for something and I want to like look good and like feel good and all that, then I'm more conscious of a panty line. But otherwise, I don't give two flying hoots.
I don't know where I'm at. I used to be really conscious about them and like would judge people really harshly. But I'm a very silent, judgy type. Like I will not get in your face. I will judge you privately.
It's true.
I will not get in your face.
That is an accurate description.
I am a very silent, judgy type. I'm working on it, I promise. But I used to be like really judgy of people. And now when a lot of things changed for me, again, you guys are sick of it, but a lot of things changed for me in pregnancy because I just could not be comfortable in the panties I used to wear. And then postpartum, coming on that side of things, all I wanted, like I went out and bought some new granny panties, and I bought them like in a larger than size that I would have bought because I just I didn't even want to have to wear them, but I just want to be comfortable. And so that kind of rode through my entire postpartum. Now I'm just, the other day, the reason why I just remembered is the other day I went out and I put on leggings and I put on one of these granny panties. And then I walked past the mirror somewhere and I could just see my panty line. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was there. Because I'd completely forgotten.
I'm with you.
And now I'm just like, oh, is this a journey I want to go back on?
I know.
Like, no, I don't know. And so now I'm less judgy of people because it's not exactly comfortable,
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get you. Speaking of all things Diplomat, we really haven't unpacked our thoughts and
okay, unpack away.
3.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm ready. So, okay, for me, this is where there's a number of things that I'm feeling on season 3, The Diplomat, that are interesting and upsetting. I think we originally started talking about this, but then we stopped. But is that we're kind of more Team Hell. We're like, oh wow, this guy. He's in this season. I felt him. He was a lot more calm, consistent, because Kate was wilding out. Like, and
can I tell you why he was more calm and consistent?
Because he got to be vice president and she didn't?
No, not quite in that way.
That because
he's back in play. Because he is back in play. When a woman's career is, well, what I've noticed, if a woman's career is stalled or on pause because we are pursuing the husband's career, the woman usually can cope better. It's okay. We're supporting my husband now. She will run the house. She will sit quietly, all of the things. When you flip it and a man loses his job and his wife is now the one, chaos. It's always chaos. The men cannot deal. And I don't say this negatively. It's just how they're built. They cannot deal.
Can't cope.
It's chaos, which is what was happening to Hal. He just did not know what to do, how to be. And so he kept trying to insert himself because mans must be relevant. I cannot just be sitting here on my ass. And so he was chaotic. But now he's back in play. He's back in the leadership. He is, he's the man. Who's the man? How's the man? So now he's like, he's zen because now he must be strategic about the job and about the things.
He was stable. He was focused. That's such an interesting point. And even to the point where he knows his wife, who he loves, is sleeping with other people, is going on a journey, is whatever. He's still like, I am here for you. Like, I am here. I'm going to give you what you need in this moment. This is what you need. It hurts me. That moment where he's standing in Trafalgar Square because he's just learned that Kate is with that other guy and he is just processing his whole life. Valid time to crash out. Valid time to lose your shit.
And he didn't.
But no. Calm.
It's this thing about how different we are as people, as genders in a marriage, in a relationship and whatever. Because if Kate was the one who'd found out that Hal was, she would have lost her ever-loving mind. Oh my God. She would have lost it. She would have railed at him. She would have called him names. She would have been so mean. And we would have been like, yes, Hal, you deserve it. But now it's Kate. It's Kate who's on this end. And now we're just like, oh, girl. Girl,
what you doing? What you doing?
It pains me. It hurts my soul to say that I'm Team Hal a little bit on this season.
I am a little bit of Team Hal on this season as well.
A little bit.
I do want to have a conversation with the writers though, because we really love you, but at the same time, like, what happened here? Because they built Dennison and Kate up,
and then they just slapped it aside.
And then they pushed it aside.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
My goodness. Please unpack. Same old way.
I'm team marriage. I'm team marriage.
The thing is, for me, I'm like, they built it up. We got one kiss, and
it wasn't even a good one.
And I'm sorry. Even a good one.
It wasn't a good one. It was the definition of awkward. It was given teenagers in a car don't know what they're doing vibes. I'm sorry. That's what it was giving. Like, how do you build us up?
It was just
going on a journey.
So disappointing. It was so disappointing to not have them come to the end,
full circle,
like, at least to see this go through. And here's why I'm annoyed, because I hear what you're saying, team marriage, and we've always said from the beginning that Kate and Hal need to end up together. They have to.
Yeah, it doesn't work without the two of them.
Without the two of them together. It doesn't work. And this is why I'm like, because I hear you on being team marriage, but why couldn't it have been Dennison? Because Kate went off and had a thing with suddenly MI5.
Oh, I see. Some rando.
Yeah. Who are you? Where did you come from?
Yeah. I'm like, with you.
Suddenly, I'm with this you. Weird 6 months later thing.
That annoyed me. But Cass, realistically speaking, in what world does the foreign secretary and the U.S. diplomat to the ambassador to the U.K. have a thing?
That's why it is so. That's why it's good TV.
But that's not the story they want to tell, because that right there is a new show.
It's a scandal.
That's a show on its own.
It's a scandal waiting to happen.
Yeah, because it's gonna come out.
I think they could have gotten away with it. I'm so sorry. You built it up for,
and then
for
you
two
just
solid seasons.
6 months later, we see nothing, we hear nothing. All of a sudden, Dennison is married to some girl we've not heard about, and Kate is
living
with some rando.
Hal is living in the US,
chilled and meeting with the Chinese ambassador.
Please,
and that scene where Kate is trying to get through to Hal, and nobody. No. Also, Kate, you cannot eat your cake and have it, or have your cake and eat it. How do they say that thing? Because you don't want to be. You don't want to be. You don't want to be Madam Second Lady.
Madam Second Lady.
Madam Second Lady. You don't want to be Madam Second Lady. You want to be Madam Ambassador. But at the same time, you want unlimited access to this man. Like, pick a lane. Just pick one. And then you can't reach him.
Problematic this season.
You can't reach him. You can't reach him. You can't reach him. And then you send him the panic word.
That for me, but okay, let's talk about this, because why can I not reach my own husband? You know that his chief of staff, I wanted to throw her in the ocean. I was like, who do you think you are coming between me and my husband? No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What if?
She annoyed me.
What if she only was doing what Hal said she should do? Because she was chief of staff. Hang on. She was chief of staff for the president, who, when she was vice president, and we don't see that she stood in the way of her and her husband. But now all of a sudden she's in the way of Hal and Kate.
I'm with you. But remember, the previous vice president's husband was always there, lives together, whatever. She's coming home every day to him.
Fair enough.
I literally live across an ocean from you. If I need to call you, I need to pick up the phone and be able to call you. My thing with her, that was also just like, she grated me. You know, there's that concept of small power. You know, small power. It's this idea of
yes, I do know it.
Right? It's the security guard that stops you at the gates because you don't have the right access card. You know you're supposed to be there. He knows you're supposed to be there.
But he's got power, and
he's got power, and he's gonna use it.
Yeah. I know. Power.
That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. And I was like, how dare you? Also, the other thing is, every time Kate and Hal were together, Hal was like, I want to be with my wife. I want to be with you. I want us to be together. In no world did he give an instruction to say, make it as difficult as possible for my wife to speak to me. There's no way.
But there is that one scene where he said to her that she can't just pick up and call the vice president, that after all, she doesn't want to be second lady. There is that scene where he says that.
Because she was calling him to be like, please will you call China and tell them this? That I understand. You can't, that we can't do. Right? Like, I get that. And you're right. She used the emergency word.
She did. She used the emergency word, and that man thought, oh my God, she is lying in a ditch half dead somewhere. And I thought that was cruel.
No, I get it. I've not been able to talk to you.
But what did she want to say? Oh, I lied using your name, and now you must back up the story, even though it's going to absolutely rock you and your job. It's not like she had something important to say.
Oh, Kate.
That's my whole thing.
Kate was so messy.
Had something important.
Kate was so messy this season.
If she had something important to say, I get it. But then he turns to, what's her I don't even know her name. What's her name? Chief of Staff. What's her name?
I don't know her name. I didn't bother learning her name.
He goes, you see this? This means, what did he say? This means miscarriage, car accident, act of God. And the man is you can see he is stressed.
He's so stressed out.
And then he gets there and he's like, Kate, are you okay? And she's like, what? Yeah. And he's like, you used the safe word. And she's like, oh, it didn't even register for her. Oh, Kate, we love you, but what the hell?
Problematic, hun.
She was. The thing I've always said. They're both wild. Problematic.
Yeah.
We just didn't see Kate.
This season. She was wild this season. Anyway, but then they had the beautiful reconciliation.
Did they? Did they have it though?
She had that moment where even her friends were like, okay, but Kate, sometimes you are the problem, right? And that's, again, the power of friendship. Ora and I had a conversation just before we started filming. And we tough loved each other a little bit. And it was great. At least it was great for me. I don't know how you feel.
No, it was great because I've been carrying that thing around for some time and I just never said it out loud because I didn't know whether what I was processing was the right thing or not. So just having a safe space to say to someone
out loud.
Yeah, to process out loud and say to someone, hear me out on what I'm feeling or thinking and challenge me or correct me or support me.
Or exactly.
Yeah. That helps.
Exactly. It helps so much. And so, again, like the support system that Kate had, her close people going, okay, but girl, sometimes it's you. Sometimes you're the problem. And then she went to hell and she was like, I'm so sorry. I want to be with you. She's like, I don't know what I was doing. And only for the cliffhanger to come through. And you could see in the moment she was like, this is who I married.
Season 4, we are going to be back to Team Kate full time. I can see it coming. Because Hal, we were with you. And then you just showed yourself again. My guy.
It was a bit much. It was a bit much. Listen, I think also what the president and the vice president did at the end of that season, even in like political today land, is crazy.
God, it is wild what they did. We are trying not to spoil this for you guys because if you have not watched season 3 or you haven't finished, you need to watch it and then get to the end and see,
because they have set us up for season 4 in a wild way.
It's gonna be a war.
No, it's crazy. 1,000%.
It's wild what they did.
It's gonna be.
And Hal is so good at blustering and lying his way through things. I really want to see how he's gonna wiggle himself out of this one. You know what? Hal is angling to be president.
1,000%.
Hal is setting. What's her name? Grace Penn. Hal is setting Grace Penn up for a really nice downfall, and she doesn't even know it. I hope she's smarter than him.
Do you think so?
He is setting her up nicely, and then he will step in and be the one who rescues the nation. Even Kate called it out. Kate was like, "Oh my God, you want to be president?"
Yeah.
He's setting her up nicely. Yeah. The worst thing she did was make him vice president. It should have been Kate.
I think there's a world, though, that a war starts and Grace dies.
Hal's still going to be president.
And then Hal's president. But I don't think Grace will take a fall.
Either way, Hal's going to be president. I don't think Grace is going to die. That would be too easy. That would be too easy.
Do you think Kate will be a president of anything?
Kate is the diplomat. If Kate is ever going to stop being the diplomat, it's going to be like the final season. It's like Madam Secretary. She was Madam Secretary up until the very last season when she became Madam President. If she becomes Madam President halfway into it, what's the story we're telling? We must now rename the show or follow a different diplomat.
But maybe season 4 is the end of the season.
Oh, please no. We at least need to get to a season 6.
Look,
what will I be watching on TV?
I've got some suggestions for you. I don't like this thing where we have a great show and then it continues for so long that it becomes not good.
No, of course not. That's why I'm like,
I would much rather the show end and we be like, man, I wanted more, than the show continue and we be like, gosh, I'm glad that's over.
Speaking of wanting more, Ted Lasso is coming back and I don't know how to feel.
I saw that.
It's coming back for a season 4. So here's my thing is I was upset when it was ending on a season 3 and then I made my peace with it and I said, rather leave us wanting more. It's okay. And I rewatched it, but now it's coming back for a season 4.
Challenge me, because what I heard in the biosphere, I don't know what you call it, is that that Jason Sudeikis is not that involved. But the show is called Ted Lasso. So I was confused by that piece of information because I was like...
He used to be showrunner. So maybe he's just not the showrunner anymore.
And he's just the actor. Like, he's still going to be there.
And maybe exec producer. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe. I haven't looked this up.
What I'm
this
saying
is something that we can
Ted
easily.
Lasso without Jason Sudeikis.
He's got to be there. Otherwise, it's not Ted Lasso.
That's what
Call it something else.
Exactly. Okay. That for me is very exciting. Speaking of other things to watch, I don't know if you've seen Blue Therapy.
Oh my God. I haven't watched an episode because it's just it seemed stressful, and I'm staying away from anything that's stressing me right now because I'm just like, you guys are married and then you're coming on TV to have therapy for couples, and you're just going to air all of your dirty laundry on here, and then things that you haven't previously said to your partner but you have thought about, you're going to say out here on live TV and rock that person. And I am afraid and scared and anxious for all of their marriages. Is that what it is? I think,
yes. Basically, you 100%. It's like you've watched it. These couples, they come on and they do the therapy, and they've each got like an issue like a particular issue that they're trying to resolve and work through together as a couple. And obviously, there's periphery issues as well, but there's one main thing that they're trying to solve and they're trying to work through. Listen, I saw the trailer for this thing like an hour before I got on a plane, and then just downloaded all of it. I was like, what? I must watch immediately.
You and I are very different people. Very different people.
Must watch immediately. And downloaded all the episodes, and I was on a plane for a couple of hours, and then I watched it, right? And my jaw on the floor, like the whole time, because I was just like, this is crazy. And you're right. I thought to myself, one of the thoughts that occurred to me was, how is this helpful to do this so publicly? Like, obviously it's for ratings and TV and entertainment. Like, let's call a spade a spade. But the other thought that occurred to me as well was, and there's this trend, I don't know if you've seen it on socials, but like people sharing insights and thoughts from their own personal therapy sessions, or sometimes even live streaming their therapy sessions, so that people who cannot afford therapy, because therapy is so expensive.
It is expensive. It's expensive.
I know that it's something you and I have openly advocated for, because it's been so incredibly helpful, I think, for both of us to be in therapy. But like it's not a cheap journey. Like, it's not a cheap journey at all. And so the kind of thinking behind it was, I'm going to share insights from my therapy sessions, or I'm going to invite you into my therapy sessions. So for the people who can't afford therapy, maybe there's a nugget you take away from this. Maybe there's something that you learn from this, because let's just be real. The human experience is the human experience. There's not a lot of hugely unique issues.
I mean, there probably are, but you will not be alone in it. There will still be a handful of people who have that same or similar experiences. So
100%. Like, we're all navigating like relationships, people, money, work. Like, this is the human experience. This is the human condition. Anyway, so with that context in mind, I was like, if I'm trying to think positively about it, like, I could see how like couples who watch this can be like, oh, wow, that's super interesting. And then there's also the entertainment factor.
That's the major part. The entertainment is the part.
What clip did you see?
The one I saw was, are they all British?
Yeah, everyone is from
Okay, then that is not a helpful descriptor. The one I saw was this couple. I think he was black.
Did you see the money? A lot of them are black. Did you see the money one?
Oh, are they? Okay, I don't know. This was a money one. So apparently the wife makes 3 times what he makes.
This is the one I want to talk about.
Okay, then I've seen the clip. So, and then he doesn't make as much, but now he's going into debt to try and prove a point. And I'm like, my guy, what are you doing? And now he's like 12 grand in debt or something. Correct. Now, when you say 12 grand, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you add the currency, 12,000 pounds.
12,000 British pounds.
I'm like, bruv.
That's a lot of money.
That's the one I saw.
That's the couple for me.
And she didn't even know.
She had no idea. And listen, that couple, it gets worse. Like
oh my God.
The big thing that comes to light. So obviously, like a lot of what they're processing, and this is why I found that episode so interesting. Also, off the back end of the conversations we were having about money the other day and my dating life and my dating world. And money.
Cassandra's love story. Yes.
Right. But like for me, I'm like, the insecurity that this man carries for himself, but that he's now put on his family, it's too much. It's too high. And it's all tied to money. It's tied to this idea that she was like, I'm okay with the fact that I earn more than you. I love you. I'm choosing you. I want to be with you. But it was an issue for him. So much so that in one of the episodes, he talks about how when they first started dating, she was driving, I can't remember what car, I'm making it up, but it was like an Audi something. I'm making it up. Okay, she was driving an Audi, but a nice car. Driving an Audi, and she showed up to their first date in the Audi. And he, in his mind, and from date number 1, he was like, why would she do that to me? Why would she show up? Why would she do that to me? Why would she show up in such a nice car? Why would she, all of these things? And I was like, what the hell? Fast forward 6 years into the relationship, he then goes and buys that car with what money, with what, like all of these things, what? So that he can be like, okay, now we're the same. And she's like, is that why you bought that car? Because she was like, I was so confused. We didn't need that car, whatever. Problematic. Then, because I know you're not going to watch it, then this, bruv, it gets so much worse. Okay. Do you want me to tell you?
No, but tell me, because we want to have a conversation now about why this is problematic.
Can I tell you something about Ore, where Ore and I are very different? Ore is very okay with a spoiler. I really am not.
I'm very okay with it. I told you this thing when we were in uni. Deb and I used to call it seeing the future of the movie. So we'd start watching it and then we'd scroll all the way to the end, see what happened at the end, and then come back and watch the whole thing. So I'm okay with it.
When Ore and I would sit on the couch for hours watching TV, I had to like take her phone away. I had to like stop her from fast forwarding to the end. No, horrible. No. So, okay. So I'll tell you. So basically he then goes and he says like, there's something more that I have to tell you. I haven't had the chance to tell you this yet. And she's like, okay. And then he's like, I actually got laid off from my job X number of months ago. Can't remember how long it was. And I actually don't have a job right now. And she's like, what? And then she's like, but we leave together in the morning. He's like, yeah, I just leave with you. And then I drive around. I wait for you to go to work, drop off the kid, and then I come home and I chill. I was like, sir.
My jaw on the floor. What?
Sir.
So this is my thing. My thing is, I understand that this is for entertainment and whatever. Fine. It's a great thing when people are trying to work on themselves or find ways to better their lives or whatever. And some of these shows, they help with that. I mean, Love is Blind, the concept is great. Sometimes I think the execution puts too much pressure on people, and I don't know if at the end of the day they get what they bargained for. Love is Blind was great at the start. Like you go in, you find your person, or you don't find your person. Halas, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Now there's so much pressure for you to find a person so you can stay on the show. So people are openly entering into these toxic relationships that like, the person is the definition of a walking red flag. But because we must stay on the show and there's nobody else I can potentially even connect with, I'm going to ride it out. And people are being thrown into these situations that are absolutely insane. This particular one, this Blue Therapy one, I'm just like, first of all, that man needs therapy and not the kind that's on TV. He needs true therapy. He's got issues that need to be worked through. And I don't say this in a demeaning way or anything. We all have our issues.
I completely get it.
But like, this man had no business marrying that woman.
That's what I was going to say next.
On the first date, you were robbed by the car she was driving.
That's what I was going to say next.
No business.
I was going to say you had no business getting married. You had no business getting married because your insecurities are stupid, and loud.
Yes,
okay?
Loud. Your insecurities are costing you 12,000 pounds.
She's talking about how he goes out, he'll buy he wants to get himself like a nice, like he's a man who likes things but has no money, right? And so she the one example that she gave was the other day you came home with like 3 designer perfumes. Like, why did you buy 3? He was like, no, but
you need 3. You just buy one.
I wanted to get something nice for myself. She was like, get something
with
nice.
Which money?
Buy one. You know, you don't need to buy 3.
With which money?
You know,
I don't have money, but I like nice things. So I wait for the occasion that will make me buy the nice thing. That's what I do. Because I'm like, I cannot afford to be buying nice things willy-nilly, you know? Yeah. So like, is it my birthday? Am I going somewhere nice for my birthday? Okay, I'll buy myself, something nice to wear or whatever. Or, something, or my friend's wedding, I'll buy something nice for that. But like,
this guy
and when I buy perfume, I buy them and I have a whole collection, but it's not because I spent money on them. It's you and Dami. And can I tell you that between you and Dami, I have enough perfume to last me the next 5 years, and I am not buying shit. That's it.
You're welcome.
But I'm just like, you want to buy... Thank you. You want to buy yourself something nice? Buy one.
And she was, and can I tell you also, this woman is beautiful. She's clearly so kind.
And she seemed really chilled. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, but she seemed
so chilled. Like, the money thing was never an issue for her. She's like, I married you. Like, you are the one that I picked. Please also note, she makes 3 times as much as him. Ask me what her job is.
She's a teacher. No?
She's a teacher. It's not even like she's in this massively high-paying job, which again for me begs the question, what have you been doing?
Because let's not go there. Let's not go there with what he was or wasn't doing. But I don't think that this I hope that they're fine. I hope that this blue therapy thing helped. I just don't know that it was something I needed to come on television for our entertainment.
Fair.
I feel like he should have, first of all, if you are intimidated by the person that you are going, you want to go on a date with on the very first date, there's no reason to continue because you are going to be the hindrance to their success.
But clearly,
especially when you flip it and it's man and woman, because now the woman is being careful. She doesn't want to outshine you too much. She doesn't want to buy another car, even though she wants a nicer car and can afford it because, I don't want my husband to feel inadequate. She doesn't want to travel. She doesn't want to buy a nice house because you have no business. Just marry someone who's beneath you then.
There's a part of me also that's like, did he feel intimidated? Is intimidation what we would say is the emotion that he felt?
Yes.
Or was it? Because if I'm intimidated by something, I don't continue to put myself in that space. I remove myself from something I'm intimidated
because you are smart. Not everyone is. Some people would rather take you down than remove themselves.
But then what I felt was jealousy, not intimidation.
No, I'm saying on the very first date, he was intimidated. This woman pulls up in a nice car and he goes, why would she do that to me? Obviously, it rocked him. But beyond that point, then he now gets to know her financial situation.
And how said, why would you do that to me? I'm like,
she wasn't doing it to you. She was living life.
Sometimes
this is a problem.
Sometimes the words that come out of men's mouths are shocking. Okay, look, we're going on after the man. There's another couple on Blue Therapy, and then I think we must wrap this episode. But there's another couple on Blue Therapy where I think the girl is the problem. So this guy, he and his mom moved to the UK from Nigeria. Mom was a single mom, fought, business to support and provide for her family. And then he's now taken on, he's got a bit of an entrepreneurial spirit as well. He's a chef and he's got a couple of side hustles that all support them. But he makes good money. He buys her nice wigs, nice gifts. She's rocking the Van Cleef jewelry. Like, girl is good, right?
Okay.
And then her issue is, and do you know what? Let me not fully take it away from her, but like her issue is like he doesn't spend enough time with me. Okay. And for me, when I was like, okay, fine, like you want him to spend more time with you. But I was also like, he's building his business. He's getting, and he said, like, I'm not yet 100% where I want to be. Like, I'm building this. Like, there is a plan. We've discussed what the plan is. Once I get to this point, then we can move, then things will look and feel different. And he's like, I'm always there for the big things. I'm always there for the important things.
Do they have kids?
They don't have kids, right? They don't have kids. It's just the two of them.
What does she do?
I can't remember.
But she works, right?
I can't remember. I can't remember. But like for me, I was just like, I feel like if I go versus societal standards, he is doing everything that we want men to do.
Except spend time with her.
Which is what she's asking. But like for me, at least how it came across for me was he is spending time with her. She wants even more. But understanding
that's a fair ask.
Okay. But understanding that he's building a hustle, she knows what she signed up to. She agreed to this. He's so close to it being done. For me, I was like, it felt a little, how it came across to me, it felt a little bit demanding.
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't watch the clip, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Because there's no such thing as being done, Cass. He's going to get to that point and there's going to be a new goal, especially if he's a business owner. It's not like he's going to retire. He's going to keep building his business and keep expanding, and opportunities are going to come his way to partner, to whatever, maybe to even start up another company, to expand to another. It's going to keep building. And so when is he going to spend time with her? That's one. Two, if you die before you get to that point, then what? She just had a marriage with no companionship.
They're not married.
I feel like it's a fair, in a relationship. But I think it's a fair ask. I just don't think it's an ask that needs to come on TV.
But he shows up. I really want to unpack this and understand it, maybe because maybe there's something I'm missing. Like, he shows up for the big things.
What are the big things?
Like the big moments in their lives. Like they've got a date night each week. He shows up for that.
Wait, they have date night each week?
Yeah, they go on vacation. He takes her away somewhere nice once or twice a year. Like, he's met her family, she's met his family. Like, from what I could sense, they're pretty well entwined into each other's lives. He's clearly a hustler and he's focused and he's doing all those things. But from what I was watching was her saying, I don't feel like I'm a priority for you. And in all the examples, I was like, but I feel like all of this is for you.
What are the examples that she was giving?
She was like, she's just like, you spend too much time on the business, and she wants more time. She wants more time with him.
Look, I still think it's a fair ask. I just think that maybe they are not. Hey, and this is just me in my how many years of marriage looking at this. Maybe they're not well suited for each other. Maybe. But I think it's a fair ask. And I'll tell you why. For most men, it's the big things. I showed up for your birthday. I took you away. We went for your dad's birthday. We celebrated our anniversary. We have a standing date night every week or every 2 weeks. We go for that. For most men, that's where it's at. And I'm not saying it's wrong. For most women, it's the little things. We went to bed together. We woke up together. We brushed our teeth together and had a chat in the middle. Or we had a quick coffee and I showed you this thing before we went to work. Or we came home at the end of a long day and we put our feet up and you rubbed my feet or I rubbed your back and we watched TV. For a lot of women, it's not just the big things. It's the we cooked dinner together and then we did dishes, or we took the dog on a walk. It's more oftentimes it's the little things that really mean the most to the women. So the big things are great. We love them. But we also want these tiny little touches, these things that more show that we are doing life together.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like the companionship thing, we texted or those little things. So it's not, neither one of them is in the wrong. They're just, just not, do you get what I mean? She needs someone maybe who wants that same kind of relationship and can afford to be that person in it. And maybe he needs someone who's more like, I love you, but I need me time every day or every couple of days, that sort of thing. I think that's all I'm seeing here, And,
as you explain it like that, I feel like she should explain it like that to him.
Yeah, not on TV.
Because that makes sense to me.
That's my whole thing with it. I think that as a people, nothing is sacred anymore. There used to be a time where you didn't talk about certain things out loud in public because not because it was taboo, but for the safety of it. Like and for me, I still think that taking your relationship outside, whether to your friends or your parents or public therapy on TV, I feel like it does have the potential to do more harm than good. Yeah. And that's where I'm worried. That's where I'm worried. So I'm all for everyone working on themselves and doing it however way they choose. Yeah. I'm just worried that there could be...
I was talking to my brother about this as well. He also watched it. It's like a car crash. You can't look away, right? Like, and one of the things he was also saying is like he wonders how staged it is and how
how scripted. Yeah, I would be interested to know as well.
That as well.
Because how do you find the couples that have this much drama?
Yeah, and
would they have to like fill out a form?
One of the couples, they are content creators on social media.
Yeah, I believe nothing they said.
Exactly. Already my guard is up. I'm like, nah, you two. And for me, they are automatically the most boring ones on TV because I'm like, you're just here to be famous.
They are. They probably are. They probably are. Oh gosh. I think we just basically spent this. Well, you did want to do a diplomat episode. So does this satisfy you? Because we've done a diplomat episode now.
Me so
perfect.
Much.
We've checked that box. We've done the diplomat episode. I'm keen for season 4.
I'm very keen. I'm very keen for season 4. And I think that there's a lot of interesting things on TV, a lot more human centric. And I think as the world is also getting we're getting so much further removed from each other as people. That's why this people kind of content does so well on TV.
Yes, it does.
I think that's why it's doing so well.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this episode purely was just us going over TV and things that we've watched and things that we liked.
Because we love us some TV shows.
We love some TV shows. We highly recommend you watch The Diplomat. If you've not watched The Diplomat, it is one of our favorite shows in the whole wide world. And we're also very, very open to recommendations. So come and say hi on social media. Tell us what you're watching. Tell us what we should stay away from. Even if you've watched something that was really, really
important.
Bad. Right?
Stay away from really Craven. Good. Let me tell you now.
Craven? What's Craven?
Craven the Hunter. Don't waste your time. It's a waste of lifetime that you'll never get back. And I say this even as I remember that I am a filmmaker and I cherish and appreciate how much work went into making that thing a thing. I just would have said everyone should have stayed home and rested. It was not worth the hustle.
Wow. Hundreds of people got together to make this show and Aura's like, you should have stayed home.
I'm sorry, but really.
You should have said it. Oh, the other show we did not talk about was Bridgerton. By the way, one of my friends worked on Bridgerton, okay? And she spilt all the tea on the cast in the background.
No, that's not an episode. You're just going to tell me.
I'll just tell you the tea on Bridgerton. But she spilled all the tea, and the whole time I was like, and
but have you watched it though? That's the only question.
I have watched, literally what I was doing today was I watched part 1. So I watched the first 4 episodes today. And as we finish now, I'm going to go watch the last 4 episodes.
Good. You do that so that the next time I say something from it, you will catch on quick. Thank you, ma'am.
Anyway, you can find us on Apple and YouTube and Spotify. That's where our podcast lives. Also, like I said, come say hi on socials. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe anywhere and everywhere you find your podcasts. Also, you can watch and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, love you. Bye.